come.
That's just my name. I'm rooted in oil, that's my real claim to fame. Rooted in essential oils is about a health journey, sharing what's real and true. Natural wellness, a plant-based point of view. Got essential oils, the power is real. Helping you live healthier, that's the whole deal. 'Cause I'm rooted in essential oils where the journey begins. From clean beauty to home essentials, we're rolling. Recipes, devils on the plate. I have for everything. I'm rooted in essential oils. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. I'm trying to get me on the TV because it's just a little easier to. It's just a little easier. But welcome in. We are making cookies tonight. And no, they are not for Santa, they are for the house. We will be making Santa's cookies next week. Or maybe this weekend we'll make the dough. We'll probably do it in stages. Yeah, that'll be easier. We'll make the dough for Santa this weekend, and then um, we'll we'll start doing that in stages. Make the icing, and we do like sugar cookies with royal icing. And if you're familiar with that, you know what I'm talking about. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. We are not going to be watching TV. You're going to be looking over here. But thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Hope all is well. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I hope you had a great week. We are getting to the weekend, y'all. The weekend is upon us. Christmas is literally around the corner. Can you believe the year is almost over? It's almost over, y'all. The year is almost over. Hello, Fire Dr. Ninja Turtle. Hello, Abigail. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel. Tonight we are going to be making cookies. They're called Crinkle cookies, and they are for the holidays. So step in the kitchen with me, relax. If you would like to make this recipe, you can do so because I put it in the description. And yeah, you just need a few items, and I'll show you what they are. But welcome. My name is Famous, and welcome to my kitchen. But for this recipe, you will need some baking powder, baking soda, salt, vanilla extract, semi-sweet chocolate chips, cocoa powder, coconut oil, some eggs, brown sugar, powdered sugar. We don't need the spray oil. You will need some coloring if you choose to, and flour. So that is everything that you'll need, and the ingredients are in the description. So if you want to screenshot it and make it, you can do so. But I'm actually gonna put you on a different setup so you can see everything that I'm gonna be doing. But welcome in. First thing first, when we come into the kitchen, we wash our hands. You'll also need 3 bowls. Thank you everyone for joining. I hope you had a great week so far. You'll also need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Mine has already been on and set and ready. I was supposed to go live like 45 minutes ago, but I got a sick kiddo upstairs, so we're taking care of him. And then I got distracted with TV and was like, I gotta go make cookies and go live. Because today is is it day 18? Yeah, day 18 on Vlogmas. Hey, hands are clean. Um, just so you know, I do have a recipe, but it's on a napkin. So my recipe is on a napkin, and I didn't want to lose it or ruin it, so I just put it in this little plastic protector. Um, but yeah. First thing first, we're making the crinkle cookies, and they're red velvet, or you can make them whatever color you want. So we want our biggest bowl, and we want a half a cup of, or 1.5 cup of flour, but I'm gonna double the recipe. So everything that I'm saying will be in double. But if you want to get a single recipe, just look at the description and you'll see that recipe. So I'm gonna be doing 3 cups of flour. If you're doing a single, it's gonna be 1.5 cups. Welcome in. Thank you for being here, Miss. I don't want to screw up your name, but thank you. Oh, hope he feels better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Hello, actually, Aubrey. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We're making cookies tonight, so you get to see what I'm doing. And let me just grab the flour. That's what I'm grabbing. And I don't want to keep touching the phone. And I just washed my hands. And I don't sift the flour because I just don't need to. But we're getting 3 cups of flour. If you want to sift your flour, you can. Again, I'm doubling the recipe. But thank you everyone for joining me. I'll be here for a little bit. Also, you can save the dough, put it in the freezer. So when you're ready to make the cookies, you can. We're also going to take some flour and put it in another bowl. So not the flour bowl. We're going to put it in a different bowl. And you want about 1/2 cup or maybe a little more, depending on how many cookies you're making. And we're just going to set that to the side. Welcome to the kitchen, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we're back to the flour bowl, and we're going to add everything that is dry to this. So we want our baking powder, and we're doing 1 teaspoon. Teaspoon, not tablespoon. So we got 1 teaspoon here. You would think I would be all ready with my utensils, but I'm not. And remember, I'm doubling it, so I'm doing 2 teaspoons. We're also going to do 1/4 baking soda. So we got our baking soda, 1/4, which I'm doubling it, so we're doing a teaspoon. So I'm just gonna use the same one, but do half. And this is baking soda. Baking soda and baking powder do different things, so you definitely need both of them. All right, and then we want some salt, and we're doing a 1/2 teaspoon. So we're gonna fill this same one up. I don't wanna use different utensils just to get a half, so we're just gonna fill half of that up and sprinkle it in there. Now for me, when I have dry ingredients, I always get a whisk and just mix it up before I do anything else to it. And let's see, anyone say anything? Red velvet crinkle cookies, yes. You can make red, you can make blue, you can make whatever color you would like. Just know that when you make these, there is going to be cocoa powder in here. And when you add that cocoa powder, it will change the color. So I know if you look at my thumbnail, they're very bright cookies. That's because that recipe, they use like cake flour. and they didn't add cocoa powder to it. Or you can use like the pre-made cake box mix. You can use that for the cookie as well. There's plenty of recipes out there for this. But we are going to add the cocoa powder to this. And how much cocoa powder do we need? We need 1/4 cup. So a half a cup on my end because I'm doubling it. And this one I will sift because it's chunky. And we don't want it to be chunky. We want it to be smooth. So I'm gonna sift the cocoa powder. But thank you everyone for joining me. Please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up. And if you want to share, you can share too. So this is the half a cup of cocoa powder. We're gonna grab a little spatula and just get it through there so it's not all chunky. We get it all smooth. But I hope everyone's having a great night so far. I know it's kind of late, so if you're not able to stick around for the entire duration of this live, you can always come back and watch the rest of it. Just save me for your watch later. Your watch later. All right. We might need that later, so we're gonna set it to the side. All right, so we got it in there. And now we're just gonna mix this in. Remember, all your dry ingredients mixed together, except for that powder sugar. You don't want that in here. And then in a separate bowl, we're gonna add all the sugar and the eggs, the oil, the fat, you know, the good stuff in one bowl. I am going to melt the butter. If you want to cream your butter and then add the sugar to it, you can do that as well. I'm just not going to do that for this purpose because it's a cookie. I mean, I probably should, but we're not. We're going to see how it turns out like this. Let's see. Hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel. All right. Empty bowl. We're adding all of our other ingredients. Just trying to move everything out of the way so we can. All right. So we are doing 3/4 cup of regular sugar. So 3/4 cup, if you're not familiar with ounces to cups, 3/4 is 6 ounces of sugar. So we're gonna do 6 ounces. 1 cup is 8 ounces. So you only want 6. But for my case, I'm doubling the recipe. So we are doing 12 ounces of sugar. And I'm not going to weigh it. I'm going to just measure it by volume, like with a measuring cup. So I'm gonna grab the sugar over here. And we're getting 12 ounces of sugar. All right, we got our 12 ounces. If you don't want it to be as sweet, don't add 12 ounces. Or 6 ounces if you're making a single recipe. We're also going to add a half a cup of brown sugar. And when you do the brown sugar, you pack it in. Pack it in, y'all. Pack the brown sugar in. Is everyone ready for the holidays? Does everyone celebrate Christmas in the chat? What is your plans for the holidays? I'm ready for the holidays, and if you're new to the channel, I have a family here, so husband, son, and we are ready. We are ready for the holidays. I'm excited for it. Can't wait. We're gonna pack this a little more with some brown sugar, just a little bit, because it's not all the way to the rim. Um, Trying to get my son a little better. He didn't go to school today. He had a fever, and then he stayed home with his big brother. And yeah, he's gonna be better tomorrow. I'm sure of it. A lot of fluids, lots and lots of fluids. You know, I'm all about the health and wellness um, aspect of that. So yeah, he will be all better tomorrow. A lot better than today. And it just came out of nowhere too. All right. Now I'm running my mouth, but I need another bowl, a smaller bowl. I should have had this part already done. All right, so we want 4 egg yolks for this recipe. Again, I'm doubling it, so if you're not doubling, you want 2 egg yolks. One. And I'll probably do something else with the egg whites. Ooh. We dropped it in the egg yolks because this egg is little. The eggshell is little. Just use your hands. Okay, that's 2. I'll read the chat here in just a second. Let me finish up this egg. Three. And I'm just separating the eggs from the egg whites. There's still a little yolk. There we go. And that was 4 yolks. Now we're gonna add 4 eggs, 4 whole eggs. 1. 2. 3. Let me know what you guys want for Christmas. Do you want anything for Christmas? What is something on your list that you would like for Christmas? For me, I just want to enjoy the day off. Hello, Rooted in chat. Hello, Miss Do It Yourself. Fall Back Friday. Hello, you're baking. Oh my God, I love baking. Me too. I love baking. I'm actually a chef, so I do it all in the kitchen. I can cook, but I do love to bake. Once upon a time, I was a cake decorator when I was in my early 20s. And everyone's just saying hi. What's the difference between virgin olive oil and extra virgin olive oil? So from my understanding, the difference between those olive oils is the fat content. So some have higher fat content than others, and they have different purposes too. So some have higher smoke points, some have different flavors when it comes to the olives. Because you know, olives don't just come from Italy, they can come from around the world. But yeah, it's the fat content. All right. So now that we got the eggs and the egg yolks in there, we're also going to add vanilla extract, which is teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And if you watched me the other day, I didn't have any, so we got some now. But I improvise with my essential oils, so I'm all about that healthy living and plant-based living. But when it comes to the holidays, I do kind of like venture off that. So normally I don't use like colorings, and I'm looking for colorings that are more natural instead of using chemicals. All right. Because the coloring that I'm using right now is gonna have a bunch of red 40 and blue. Like that stuff is not good for your health, but we don't eat it all the time. So um, once I find some natural um, coloring, I will definitely get it and add it to my foods. All right, so we need coconut oil. Bam. We want 1 tablespoon of this, and I'm gonna melt this with the butter. Yeah, we're gonna melt this with the butter. How are you, famous? I'm doing well, Kathleen. Hello, hello. We over here baking up some crinkle cookies, red velvet crinkle cookies, or green velvet crinkle cookies. And I need another bowl, y'all. I need another bowl. We're gonna use this spatula because I don't want to touch it. I have a thing with touching everything. And yeah, you can see what I'm doing. So remember, I said we need 1 tablespoon. I'm using a teaspoon, and 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon. So that's why we're doing 3 teaspoons. But we needed a tablespoon, and we actually need 3 more because we're doubling the recipe. But I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Thank you for joining me. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and if you don't, Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. I know Hanukkah started on the 15th, so that was Monday. Monday. This is trash now. All right. So with the butter, we are going to do 4 tablespoons. Remember, I'm doubling it. So you want the whole stick of butter. The whole stick of butter. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for just a second. Give that like 10 seconds. Not quite. That was actually 20 seconds. It probably needs like 15 more seconds. Okay, so this is the coconut oil. We want that good healthy fat. And then this is the unsalted butter. I didn't put it in there together. I was going to, but I didn't. And we're going to melt this now. Just hopefully it won't pop. You know how butter pops when you put it in the microwave. Hopefully that doesn't happen. We don't want butter everywhere. Stop it for a second. Alright, we're gonna let that cool just for a second. And we're going to stir this up. I believe I have everything. Sugar, brown sugar, eggs. We need the coloring. We'll add the coloring here in a second. Coconut, vanilla, unsalted butter. And we need the chocolate chips. This smells amazing. That coconut oil smells amazing. We need the chocolate chips. And we're doing semi-sweet 3 ounces. Remember, I am doubling the recipe, so we're doing about 6 ounces. And smell it, y'all. You smell it? This is the egg mixture. You smell it? It smells amazing. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Everyone's speaking to each other. Betrayed by sin. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. We always strive to get 20 likes and we're at 15 so far. And if you can hit the hype button, hype this video. Hit those hearts on the side. That also brings more people in. Lets the people know that we are here. All right, I'm going to add the butter now. I tried to give it a second so it can cool down. It's completely melted. We're gonna just add that and slowly stir. We didn't want it to curdle the egg, so that's why I set it out for a second so it didn't like cook the egg, because that's not what we want. And we didn't heat it up to where it was like super hot. All right, now we can start combining our ingredients. I just always add my liquid to my powder. And once we're like almost completely incorporated, that's when I'll add the chocolate chips. And we will add the coloring, but I'm doing 2 different colors, so I don't want to just add. If you're doing one color, you could have added the color now, but I also don't want to use another bowl, so we're gonna utilize this one that we have right here. Rinse it out. All right, we'll come back to that bowl, but we're going to just turn this. If you have a stand mixer, you can use a mixer. I'm not using a mixer. I'm just gonna old school mix by hand. It won't hurt. It will actually give you a little muscle in your arm. If you want some muscles. And then we're also gonna let this chill for like 10 minutes in the refrigerator before we actually bake it. Now you can let it chill for longer, but I want it to chill. And it looks like a chocolate cookie. If you want it to be more chocolatey, add more chocolate. Just don't go crazy. Don't get crazy with it. But I love crinkle cookies. They're really good, especially these ones. This recipe is really good. It's so good, I wrote it on a napkin. All right, so we're like right where we want to be with combining all the ingredients. It still has some powder in here, which is okay. But now's a good time to add your chocolate chips. And then we will, I'm not gonna measure. You want 6 ounces. This is a 12-ounce bag, so it's like half of it. A little more. A little more than half because we want it chocolatey. And then we're gonna cut this dough in half and add it to the other bowl. And we'll add our coloring to it. Get this excess water out. Alright, bowl utilizing. Here's the dough, what it looks like. Looks like cake mix. But we're gonna take half of it out. Or however much you want. You can make however, you can make one color or you can make 2 colors like me. We are making 2 colors, so one will be red and one will be green. And again, if you want it to be more defined with that color, you can use cake mix, white cake mix. If you use yellow cake mix, it will change the color slightly, but I put like more than half of the red. So you'll see the red when it comes out, but it's not gonna be like super bright red because there is brown in here. So if you want it to be like super bright red, just use cake mix. The box cake mix, that is. And that will get you a super red cookie. But it'll also be super soft. I've actually never done it, but I've seen recipes for it. We're just trying to get all that red into the brown without over mixing, because there is a such thing as over mixing your dough. Alright, we're going to change up our I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. The countdown is on. There's no room in the refrigerator. No room in the refrigerator. Should have thought about that before making cookies. Make sure you have room in your refrigerator, y'all. Alright. Okay, we got room. Alright, so now we're gonna make this. I didn't even show you the red dough. This one green. So it looks like we're gonna have more green than red, but it's okay. And we're gonna use a different spoon or spatula. Spatula. Where are ya? Okay. I got dough on my hand. All right, this one I will show you. You can see how green it is. And that's because we put a fairly generous amount of that green food coloring. But I do want to find food coloring that is more food safe and not a bunch of chemicals that are made naturally. Because you know I'm all about that natural life, so why not? There are healthier options out there. You just gotta be willing to find them. Yeah, this one's like super green. All right. We're gonna let these chill for 10 minutes in the refrigerator. While those are chilling, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
While those are chilling, we're gonna clean up because we like to clean up as we go. But let's see if anyone's asking any questions or leaving any comments. I'm pulling up my tablet so I can see it a lot better. That's not what we want. Oh, and they are turned on. I just noticed on my tablet, I'm able to receive gifts. And someone sent a gift. Yay, my first gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you, JK. I appreciate it. And welcome in, welcome in. You have enough jewels for a gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just noticed in my tablet. Yeah, I just noticed too. I've never seen them before, so I turned them on a while ago, but I was wondering what happened to the gifts. So I see them. Thank you. I appreciate it. And welcome in. Is it Maya? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And shout out to the 11 in the chat. So we're waiting for the dough to chill. While we're waiting, we're gonna be cleaning up because we like to clean as we go. We don't like to leave messes. And that egg yolk that we have, we're gonna save that for another day. And I'm gonna wrap it so we don't spill it in the refrigerator. And yeah, we're done with that. We got our powder, so when this is the sugar powder, the powdered sugar. When the dough is done chilling, we'll roll the dough into balls and then roll it in here, and it will look great. I'm also gonna do one more thing before we put them in the oven, and hopefully I will remember. But I like peppermint, and I don't want to use peppermint essential oil. So I have essential oil, but I don't want to use extract. And this is all natural, so I'm gonna add a few drops to the green to make it peppermint. So it'll be chocolate and peppermint, and a little bit goes a long way. I do have another oil called spearmint, and I can add spearmint to. I think I should do spearmint and peppermint, not together, but some spearmint and some peppermint. But like 1 or 2 drops is more than enough to add to the dough, and then yeah, we'll have a little flavor, a little different flavor. And if you want these essential oils, you can check out my website. So we have spearmint, and they're all natural, plant-based, and I love to do plant-based things over here. So yeah, give you options. I'll link it in the description too. It's not there now, but I'll link my website to that, so you can get the essential oils that are plant-based. And these are vitality oils, so don't go to the grocery store, grab you some spearmint or peppermint and start adding it to your food. Not all oils are created equal, and these ones are meant for consuming. So They're safe, they're plant-based, there's no additives, no chemicals, no fillers. It's strictly peppermint and strictly spearmint, and there's so many other ones that you can grab. I have a whole little setup right over here that you cannot see, but we're trying to clean up, so let's keep it moving, y'all. Let's keep it moving. I'll leave that out, and I need a little clip. A little clip so we can clip these together. Normally I put these in a Ziploc bag, but I'm out of Ziplocs. So we improvise. But I do appreciate y'all being here tonight. I hope you're having a great night. Hope you're enjoying me in the kitchen. And hope if you try this recipe that you let me know how it turned out for you. I'm over here now, like on the other side of the counter. I'm not in the kitchen technically, but I'm putting all this stuff away so we can wipe down the canvas. Move that out, put this away. Now you don't have to let your cookies chill, but I feel like if you do, they won't spread as much when they're like room temperature and all that mixing that we just did. I feel like it's more spreadable. But when you chill it, it doesn't spread as much. And we don't want it to spread that much. We want it to spread somewhat, but not all over the place. Alright. We are going to move this out the way for 1 sec. We're gonna wipe down the counter. And another thing that you can get from my website is a natural plant-based cleaner. It's called Thieves. And this is what the bottle looks like. So you can get this off my website too. It's a all-natural plant-based cleaner. 1 capful of this makes 1 spray bottle. And you put 1 capful into the spray bottle, fill it up with water. You can add essential oils of your choice or just leave it the way it is. And it can clean any surface in your home. So countertops, kitchens, bathrooms, any surface. It's a multi-surface cleaner and it's all natural and plant-based. So you don't have to use all the harmful chemicals to clean your house. You can use something a little more natural and better for your health. So once upon a time, I was that guy that used bleach and Fabuloso. And I know there's some people watching me right now using bleach and Fabuloso in their kitchen. And you don't have to do all that. I know we were taught that, but there are things that you should just unlearn because it's not good for you. Remember, whatever you're putting on you, you absorb. So if you're touching it, you're absorbing those chemicals. But also, if you're cutting your food on the counters, now your food is touching it, now you're consuming those chemicals, and it's not a good thing. So be mindful of what you use on a daily basis. I'll get to these dishes after, because I have clean dishes in the dishwasher. And those were all the eggs. The eggs, and then we're gonna wash our hands again. Even the foaming hand soap that I have, this soap is all natural too. So it's a Christmas spirit hand soap that you can get off the website, and it washes my hands great without the harmful chemicals. It smells wonderful like Christmas, and it will do you some justice. It will also keep your hands hydrated so you're not all dried out. we do need a pan. And we gotta wrap these egg yolks. Get a little plastic. A little plastic. Do we have any plastic? I don't think we have. Oh, we got some. Save these egg yolks so we're not wasting food. Cause you know, eggs is too expensive to be wasting. Even the yolk or the whites. I meant to say the whites. My plastic wrap ain't working with me. Jeez. It ain't working with me. Hello, hello, Kennedy K. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I know we saying Merry Christmas all early, but it's okay. Merry Christmas. I hope all is well. I haven't seen you in a little bit, Kenny K. Every time I notice that you're live, I'm working. And then I forget to go back to your channel. I apologize for not seeing you. Alexa, stop. I apologize for not seeing you, but I hope all is well. Alright, we're gonna do one cookie at a time. And we'll do the red one first, and then we put that one in first. So Kennedy K, I know you're just joining us. We're making red velvet crinkle cookies, so we just made the red ones. And we let it sit in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. We are going to roll the dough. So we got a silicone mat, and you don't even have to spray these, which is a great thing. But this is the red, and yeah, we're not gonna make these ones a flavor. I do have these little guys. It's a scooper. It is a scooper. Alright, so we got our powdered sugar. We're gonna scoop a bowl like so into our hand, roll it up like so, and roll it into the dough. Just like that. And you put it on the silicone mat and go to the next one. It is gonna be a little tacky to touch, which is okay. These are red velvet crinkle cookies, and if you want the recipe, it is in the description. We're also making green ones too. That one's like super soft. This is also why I wanted it to be in the refrigerator for a little bit, so it firms up. We'll have to wipe down the counter again. Yeah, it's like sticking to my hand. Look at that, y'all. It's sticking to my hand. I don't even think it's necessary to put it in my hand. Maybe we should have went like 15-20 minutes, but it's okay. We're just going to scoop it in there. I'm making a mess, y'all, after I just cleaned the counter. This powdered sugar is going everywhere. I want to say this dough will make this is a 1/2 ounce scooper, so I'm gonna say it can make like 24 cookies, but remember I doubled the recipe. It's gonna be around 24 cookies. with a half an ounce scoop. Maybe more. I forget. I didn't write how many it made. And I did this recipe 2 years ago, so love using it. I only put 6 on the tray. Remember, my oven is preset, so we're gonna put this in there at 350. You want it to bake for 12 to 15 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. So we set a timer for 10 minutes, even though I said it's for 12, just to see what they look like. Because we can always leave it in for another 2 minutes or just pull it at 10 minutes. So it's really up to you on how long and how well done you want your cookie to be. Hello, Vegan King. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Happy holidays. Fancy. Hope all is well, my brother. We in the kitchen making crinkle cookies, and I see we made it to 23 likes. And if you're new to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel. Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up. We got our first gift tonight, so thank you to JK. I think it was JK. JKAPS sent a jewel. I got you here on my TV. All right, I'm on the TV. I made it on the TV, ma. All right, we're gonna grab another pan. Come on. It's so unorganized over here. I gotta straighten this out. Alright, we got another pan and cooling rack because we didn't pull those out. But welcome, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Shake that off. Flip it over like so. And we're gonna put some more cookies on here. So the green ones we're gonna firm these up a little more. And I'm gonna have to rinse this one off. We're gonna switch it up to the green. So for the green ones, we're going to add some of the essential oil to it. Which one should I do? Whoever gets the most votes will do that one. So we got peppermint or spearmint. Which one should I use for the green cookie? Let me know. Put an S for spearmint or P for peppermint. Which one should we do? Make this a little more engaging for my people. I've never done spearmint, but I have done the peppermint. So I'm kind of want to leaning to spearmint and try something new, but I also want to just stick to what I know, and I know peppermint's a great one to just continue to do. So if you want me to do peppermint, put P in the chat. If you want me to do spearmint, put S in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. What you feel like. Yeah, this one's a lot stiffer, which is what we want. And you see the color. You see the color. Come on, fam. I don't see this chat moving. Maybe y'all delayed a little bit. All right, while we're waiting for some answers, I'm gonna rinse this off. show you what the cookies are looking like in there. Probably need to get another scooper. You can also freeze the dough for when you want to make it. Um, they will hold up. I wouldn't add the flavor if you're gonna do flavor. And no one putting anything, so we're just going to go with peppermint since we know that one's a good one. But I want to try experiment. Let's just experiment. I'm gonna show you here in a second what it looks like in the oven. Yeah, they spreading. They looking like a crinkle cookie. All right. So again, we're repeating the process. I'm gonna make some regular. So this time we're not touching it. We're just gonna roll it. Roll it in the powdered sugar. Vegan King, if you're still here and listening. I'm pretty sure you can make these vegan for the holidays. I'm pretty sure you can make these vegan for the holidays. Yeah, it's better if you let them sit in the refrigerator for a little bit. I think these ones sit in there for like 20 minutes. All right, we'll make these ones regular with no flavor, and then the next batch we'll add the flavor. Just so y'all can see what it looking like. And I only add 6 to a tray. I mean, you can add more. I just didn't want them to touch each other, which I'm sure they're not going to. And how much time do we got? Who's counting down? No one's counting. I don't think my timer's going. Yeah, I don't think my timer set, y'all. Alexa, is the timer going?
There are no timers set.
Hey Siri, do we have a timer going? Okay, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm like, I know I set a timer. I know I ain't tripping. I didn't say Alexa though. So she didn't do it. It was Siri. All right. That powdered sugar is a mess. All right, so this is what the green ones look like. I know you can't see the green, but there is green in there. And as soon as the timer goes off, we will put these in and take the other ones out, and they look like crinkle cookies, y'all. And they don't really look red, they look more pink. But it's okay. They still look delicious. They're gonna taste delicious. We got 2 minutes before it comes out. Hello, Coach Mean Reen. Coach, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. I haven't seen you in so long. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Is it Melina? I hope I said it right. Please let me say it. Let me say people's names right. We're over here making crinkle cookies. They're red velvet and green velvet crinkle cookies for the holidays. These are not for Santa. These are just for the house. So we made green ones and red ones, and on the next batch, we're going to add some essential oil to the green to make it peppermint, but I'm kind of leaning towards spearmint. So I do have these oils, and if you want to check them out on my website, you can. But they're all natural, plant-based, and they meant for consuming. So putting them in baked goods and whatever, to add that flavor to it, and it's natural, plant-based, no chemicals or fillers, um, with the essential oils. So I'm trying to figure out, and if you can help me, which flavor to do, peppermint or spearmint. Let me know in the chat, which do you think I should use, spearmint or peppermint? I've done peppermint, but I've never done spearmint. So let me know what you decide. Peppermint. Okay, peppermint. Hey Siri, stop. Alexa, set the timer for 1 minute. We're gonna go 1 minute longer. Cause
1 minute, starting now.
they look good, but they look like they need like one more minute. They look like they need one more minute. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope all is well. Look at that. Look at us at 26 likes. We haven't been at 26 in a little bit. I appreciate it. All right, we're about to pull these cookies out, let them rest, and then get that other batch in there. It's nice because these cookies do go fast. I've only been here for an hour, and we've got 2 trays already complete, and we made them from scratch, so they're not like boxed cookies or cookies that were like pre-made and then you mix it with water, and yeah, it's none of that. None of that over here. Alexa, stop. Cookies already. So we gave it 11 minutes. And look how they turned out, y'all. They look like crinkle cookies to me. They look just like my thumbnail. And then we're gonna throw the green ones in. Alexa, set the timer for 11 minutes.
11 minutes, starting now.
So we're gonna let those chill for just a second. Yeah, we don't have to roll them in our hands or nothing like that. But they look delicious. I'm ready to grab one right now, but I can't. They are red velvet. I know they look a little pink, but that's because we didn't add enough food coloring. You know, I try to stay away from the unhealthy things like coloring. And I need to find some natural ones. But we're gonna go with peppermint because Coach said peppermint, and yeah, we've done peppermint. But I might have to save some for later and do a experiment. Experiment with spearmint in the green dough. I want to take these off and put them on the cooling rack and get another batch in there. But I don't really, that ain't it. Here it is. I know y'all probably have a drawer like me where it's not organized. Got a bunch of spoons and spatulas. I feel like there's something on it, but there's nothing on it. I'm just tripping. Yeah, 11 minutes is the perfect timing for my oven. And yeah, it's holding up pretty great. You want it? It's hot. We're gonna let it cool down first. Let it cool, and then you can have it. Coach is probably like, nah, I don't want none of that. It's for the holidays. One exception. I'm gonna be making sugar cookies next week. For Santa. It's all about the Santa. Oh, so this is all about the family over here for tonight. Next week it'll be about Santa. All right, so we're gonna switch this up. Back to the red. Back to the red. Oh, we need the scooper, y'all. We need to scoop. Back to the red. I almost want to just scoop it with the green, but we're gonna rinse it off. If you want the recipe, it is in the description, so check it out. If you need step by step, just do a replay. I was gonna make it a video, but I've been doing a lot of videos lately, and if you haven't been watching my Vlogmas, please go check it out. But sometimes with Vlogmas, videos are very time consuming, so I don't always have the time to do a video, and I did not feel like doing a video tonight because I've been going hard on those videos. So I was like, nah, we're gonna do it live. Now I do have a video of making these cookies last year, so you can go back and watch that video, and it's a lot shorter, but I want to interact with my people too. I feel like the lives is where it's at. The lives are where it's at if you want to grow faster. But I also feel like it depends on your channel too, because some people love to watch those videos. But I feel like the YouTubers that have multiple views, they established their community a long time ago, so, or they're just very entertaining. I feel like I'm not that entertaining, so that's why I don't get those views like them, because I don't be doing all the crazy stuff. I'm all on that health and wellness. And you know, health and wellness don't really sell to people unless something crazy happens. And I'm still trying to find ways to bring those people in here. All right. This is not flour, this is powdered sugar. So we'll try one of these cookies here in a second, but this is the red, and we're gonna put this in, and that will be all the cookies we're doing for tonight, because we've been on here for over an hour now. We still got dough, so I will put that in the freezer, but let's try one of these. We can save this dough for another day after making a mess. I know my son's gonna enjoy this. Let me rinse my hands off. We'll do one more tray, and that'll be the green, and we'll add the flavor to it. All right, we're gonna try the smallest one. Here it is, y'all. Y'all can have some. Up, 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 up. It's about to drop out of my hand because it's still warm. If you like a chocolate cookie, this is it. You see the chocolate? You see it? So good, but it is a little messy. It is a little messy, but it's so good. Adam, I just made red velvet crinkle cookies. If you look at my thumbnail to this live, you'll see the cookies. But the recipe is in the description. But they're red velvet crinkle cookies, and they are so delicious. We got some more in the oven, but those are green, so they're not red. They're green velvet crinkle cookies. So it's like a, they look good, they are good, they are delicious. If you like a chocolate cookie and you don't want like a chocolate chip cookie, like, you know, this normal chocolate chip cookie, like, we know those are good. But this right here is the business. I love crinkle cookies, so I would say this is probably like second. I love a sugar cookie. That's like number one, especially for the holidays. But number two is gonna have to be the red velvet crinkle cookie, um, or whatever. You can make it whatever color. You can make it blue velvet. You can make it green, red, purple, whatever color you want it to be. If you want it again more vibrant color, use cake batter, and you want white cake batter, and then you add your coloring to it, and yeah, it will be a lot brighter. But I think we got how much time? 2 minutes before this next batch comes out. And while we're waiting, we can clean up some of this powdered sugar. And thank you for joining me tonight. I do appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel. Watch the content. Watch my Vlogmas. I do have a playlist up of all of the videos and lives that I did. So you can have easy access and you don't have to figure out which one was which. I have a playlist. I also been doing Vlogmas for 3 years now. So this is my 3rd year doing Vlogmas. And I do love Vlogmas. And y'all, these green ones are looking the business too. They are looking like the business. I can't wait for these ones to come out. But the next one, I'm gonna put this back into the refrigerator because firming the dough helps. It doesn't spread as much. But we are gonna make this one flavor. So remember how I was saying I have these essential oils. Do you know? No, I don't know that person. Justin. I don't know them. But thank you for joining. Hit the thumbs up while you're in here. We are going to make it peppermint flavor. And I'm not gonna make it all peppermint flavor. I'm gonna take some of the dough out. Just because I don't want it to be all peppermint. We'll just put it in a Ziploc and save some of that deliciousness. We'll make this one spearmint. Let's see what that. Alexa, stop. So I do have this essential oil here. It says Vitality on it, and you can get this from my website. It's all natural, so don't go to the grocery store and just grab you some peppermint essential oil and call it good. This one is meant for consumption. We're going to add like 3 drops. 1, 2, 3. 3 drops because essential oils are strong and not all oils are created equal. So if you're gonna start adding essential oils to your food, don't just go to the grocery store because some of them are made with chemicals which are not good and they're not meant for consuming. The one that I just used it's meant for consuming. So we're just mixing this dough again, getting that flavor into it. It smells wonderful. It smells like peppermint. And now we got a peppermint cookie. Chocolate peppermint. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna pull these ones out. What do I do with the towel? So here is the green velvet. You see it. Looks like the red velvet. We have these other ones just waiting to get in the oven. So we're gonna put these in there. And we're gonna let those cool for a sec. Move that over so we don't burn ourselves. We're gonna mix this just a little bit. Mexican 54.6. 546. Thank you for joining. New to the channel, think about subscribing. We love new family members here. I like to call my subscribers family because you are an extended family of mine, so welcome in. All is welcome until you're not. So what I mean by that is be respectful. Don't come in here all crazy. I know trolls like to lurk around this time, but we're all about positive vibes, good energy, and positivity. So don't be coming in here crazy. And most of the time we don't have that because we attract good energy, positive energy over here. So yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We made it to 31 likes, y'all. I appreciate all the likes. What are you making tonight? Deborah, hello, hello. So we are making crinkle cookies, red velvet crinkle cookies. We have red over here, green right here. The green just came out of the oven, so we're trying to wait for them to cool down just a little bit. And if you want to make the recipe, it is in the description. But these are the red velvet. And we just tried some. They're delicious. So if you like a chocolate cookie, this is the way to go. Especially if you want to try something a little different other than like chocolate chip. But these are red velvet. And then the green ones just came out of the oven, so they're still sitting on the tray. We literally just pulled them out, but we got the green ones. Now I probably could have put like one here and one there and spreaded these a little towards the edge, but it's okay. And we baked them for 11 minutes. And they are perfect at 11 minutes. If you want them a little more crispier, just add more time. But it's time to take these off. And let these chill out. Let them chill while we get this next batch in the oven. And this will be the last batch that we put in the oven. We still have more dough, but I'm gonna freeze it because it's late and I got work in the morning. And we don't need to bake all these cookies right now. We just wanted to make some and save the dough for later. But these are really good cookies, y'all. If you want the recipe, check out the description. All right. So with this next round, we are doing the peppermint ones. So again, I added that peppermint essential oil to it. And it smells like peppermint, but I feel like I need one or two more drops. One or two more drops. Because when you cook with peppermint, it's going to lose that potency, especially with essential oils. You tend to, they settle when you bake them at high temperatures. So I just added 5 total drops of peppermint essential oil to this. And that should be good enough for this cookies. The 6 cookies we're about to make. I'm gonna rinse this super off. And I appreciate each and every one of you in the chat tonight. If you are catching the replay, let me know by putting a green and red heart in the comment section. Put a green and red heart in the comment section. If you've made it this far, rinse it out just a little more. All right, we are good to go to scoop and put on the tray. So scoop, tray. These are the peppermint ones, y'all. I definitely learned a lot about this oil. Yes, Mexican. And do you have a name? Because I don't, I feel like it's a little rude to call you Mexican. Even though your name is Mexican, like, can I call you something else? May I call you something else? And you don't have to give me your real name if you don't want to. But I would like to call you something else. The little one is going to love it. He is, Deborah. He is going to love it. My son is going to love these cookies, especially chocolate, because chocolate is like one of his favorites. And it's not like super hard. Now they will harden somewhat, but it won't be like a crunchy cookie. It will still have some chew to it. Hello, Chill Will crew. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Hope all is well. Thank you for being here. We're making crinkle cookies. So, we're on our last batch, and I didn't set the timer, y'all. Alexa, do we have a timer set?
There are no timers set.
Can you set a timer? Alexa, set a timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes, starting now.
We forgot to set the timer, y'all. Y'all didn't remind me to set the timer. It's been in there. It probably needs like 8 or 9 minutes. It hasn't been in there that long. But we'll just start low, and if we need to add more time, we'll add more time. But yeah, these ones have peppermint in them. Peppermint essential oil, so it's gonna have a peppermint flavor. And if you would like to get you some peppermint essential oil, check out my website. My channel is my business. Would love the support with my business, but more importantly, support your health. Because we are all about health and wellness over here. And I appreciate you being here. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so already. We've made it to 33 likes, and I appreciate all the likes. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel. We like more family members here. And I like to call my subscribers family because you are an extended family of mine. So yeah, we had enough for 6 cookies. And I'll show you here in just a second. There's a little bit of dough in there, but it probably would make 1. And we're okay. And we'll just scrape it and get that one. Let me scrape and get that one more cookie. Yeah, see, we got one more. Bloop. All right. We got that one more cookie. So if you don't want to make chocolate chip cookies for Santa, these are a perfect cookie to make because they're simple and easy. You don't have to do all the decorative work unless you want to. And they taste delicious, y'all. They taste delicious. Let me dry my hands because we don't want to touch the powder and wet it. We still have some powdered sugar that we're not gonna waste. We got some dough without flavoring. And we're gonna put that in the refrigerator. clean the dishes later because my dishwasher is full of clean dishes, so I'll have to take care of that here in a minute. But these are the peppermint cookies, and we know these are peppermint because there is more than 6 of them. And they smell like peppermint. You can smell it. We're gonna save this powdered sugar for when we need it. For the next cookies that we make, because we still got dough in the refrigerator, the red and the green. Again, if you want the recipe, it's in the description. Very simple. You can go back from the beginning and do the step-by-step as I make the dough. Very, very simple. And remember, my recipe is on a napkin, and this is a 2-year-old recipe. So I wrote this down 2 years ago, and it was so good that I didn't want to lose it, and I haven't been able to print it out. So I just kept it on the napkin. But it's a great recipe. Sometimes that happens. You get a recipe and you're like, let me just jot this down. And then I haven't transferred it over. Really nice recipe though. And simple, easy. You don't have to, like, if you watch the beginning, you'll see me say you can cream the butter and sugar together. You don't have to do that. Not with this. It's cookies. And I feel like these have been in there. I feel like I'm overdoing it on this one, but it's okay. We're gonna leave it until the timer goes off. Chill Real Crew is saying hello to everyone. And thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you. I guess Mr. J, I don't know. Mr. J. I just didn't feel right calling you Mexican. I felt like that's just a little rude. But if you want me to call you Mexican, I can. I can call you Mexican if that's what you want. Mr. J. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. The wrong person would probably take that wrong, calling them Mexican. All right. For the majority, all we have to do is just wipe down with our plant-based cleaner that we have. And if you want to get that plant-based cleaner, it is on my website. But we're waiting for the timer to go off. Pull out that batch, throw this batch in. Once this batch is complete, I will be done with the live. So if you want to stick around for another like 10 minutes, 11 at most, be my guest. We need all the watch hours we can get because we're trying to get fully monetized. We are partially monetized, but we need more watch hours. So if you can support the channel by sticking around, we got plenty of videos and content to watch, and you can listen and learn all kind of things, all new things. Just go back and watch, and you'll learn some things over here. Alexa, stop. All right, these cookies are done. So this is the red batch. I feel like they need, we'll just leave them. They're done. The red ones. Leave those. Put these green ones in. Alexa, set a timer for 11 minutes.
11 minutes, starting now.
So that is the last 11-minute timer. We are not setting any more timers for tonight. But these crinkle cookies are coming out gorgeous. Love it. While we wait, we're gonna come over here. and have a seat. And I'm just gonna chat it up with you. Oh, here's my Christmas tree if you haven't seen it. I just put out a new short, so go check out the Christmas tree short. Patricia, hello, hello. Welcome in. Are you getting ready for Christmas? I am ready and set. I am ready and set, Patricia. Thank you for being here. I'm going to call it good night. Deborah, good night, and thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope all is well. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great night. Sleep well. Thank you, Patricia. Nisha Antoinette, hello, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. Good night, Deborah. Mexican said. Nisha Antoinette is up in the building. I'm doing well. How are you? This is the Christmas tree, though. But that's just one Christmas tree. We got two Christmas trees, y'all. We got two. I don't know if you can see the railing. But here's the other Christmas tree. We got a lot of little knickknacks. Christmas tree number 2. And if you missed making the ornaments, go back and watch. We made these blue ones. And that one's my favorite. But this is our other Christmas tree. I made that last year, so if you missed that from last year's Vlogmas, go check it out. We also made the table centerpiece and my little candle. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say my candle went out. But this is my centerpiece that I made. So if you missed that, go back and watch the video and I'll show you how to make it. You can make it yourself. And they're fake candles. So that's the centerpiece that I made. They're poinsettias. So go back and watch it. It's beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I made this one last year. And then we put those little, we're doing Winter Wonderland. Got the little more tree cone likes. There's also a tree right here. We got trees everywhere. You remember him? So sad. Rest in peace. But we got trees everywhere. There's more trees over here next to this diffuser. We got trees everywhere. Oh no, I muted. Whoops. I'm over here having a whole conversation. I don't even know how it happened, but what I was saying is yeah, you I don't know why. Why? Why, sir? Or ma'am? I was saying we have a lot of Christmas trees and we love forest in the house. Um, but yeah, he's back. Yeah, I hit mute and then seen the rude comment was like, "Oh, I can't hear you." You built like a yeah, like here comes the trolls, y'all. The trolls are coming up at night. I mean, it is late. It's 10 o'clock here in Colorado. That was mean. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was mean, but I just deleted it because we on positive, good vibes over here. Good vibes over here. Normally I block people, but it's Christmas. We give people seconds, and then if it gets crazy, then that's when we start to report and block. Yeah, I know on the East Coast it's midnight, so I know it's late, and I appreciate y'all being here if you're on the East Coast. Deborah, Deborah, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I'm not sorry, okay. Yeah, you're just looking for a reaction, and you're not gonna get it here, ma'am or sir or child who should be asleep. But yeah, we're waiting for this last batch. We got 2 minutes and 40 seconds before it's ready to come on out. Let me show you what it's looking like. These are the peppermint ones. So peppermint crinkle cookies. Looking delicious. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. And I've been on here for 98 minutes. But they're about to come out and they're going to be delicious. Here's the other cookies we did. So we got the green ones and we got the red ones. So the red velvet crinkle cookies and green velvet crinkle cookies. And they are chocolate cookie. They're really good. It's almost 10 here in New Mexico, same time as Colorado. Okay. Yeah, it's 10:02. Nice cookies. Thank you, thank you. And if you want the recipe, it's in the description. So if you want to make them and you need a step by step, just play the video and grab your ingredients. Very, very, very simple to make. I think they're easier than chocolate chip cookies, or they're probably the same as chocolate chip cookies. So if you've ever made chocolate chip cookies from scratch, they're probably like that. They're not very hard to make. And they taste great. They are wonderful cookies. But I will be back tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 19. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but this week has been all about sweet treats and being in the kitchen. So um, we'll probably do some more sweet treats. Probably definitely make dough for Santa Claus, so sugar cookies. Um, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do a sugar cookie or a butter cookie, but we're going to do one or the other. And then use royal icing, so I got to make the recipe for that. And then on Christmas Eve, I'll go live and we'll decorate the cookies. So the cookies will be done, the icing will be done, and then we'll just decorate and have a good time and talk. And if you missed me last year, go back and watch that one because last year that was my first time doing royal icing, and that was fun. It was a little like, oh man, little, little much because you got to do like if you're doing two. Let's say you're doing one color. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. If you're doing one color, you have to make two. So one is a flood icing, that's how you fill it in. And the other one is like the border icing. So it keeps the icing from overflowing on the cookie. So you have to make two icings for one color. So if you're doing a white, you want it to be that thick border one, and then the flood icing is a lot thinner. And then if you're doing multiple colors, then you're gonna you're gonna be making a lot of royal icing. But we're gonna take these out. These are the peppermint. And you can smell the peppermint. Like, I smell it. And it smells delicious. Chocolate and peppermint. Mmm. I'm ready for it. Alexa, play. No, we're not playing that.
Here are some results.
No, 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 no. Alexa, stop. She heard me. Because I'm reading people's comments. Long. Hello. Fun on your channel. I love it. Positive vibes for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Free. Yeah, no long. We're not freeing any of that. Thanks for sharing, Ruta. You're welcome. Wow, those cookies do look yummy. So these are the peppermint ones. So I added peppermint essential oil. So the oil's right here. And if you want to get you some, check out my website and you can get some. Wait, this is spearmint. Wrong oil. We didn't do spearmint tonight. We did peppermint. So if you want to get you some peppermint vitality oil, this is meant for consuming, and you can put it in like drinks or baked goods, whatever. A little bit goes a long way, so we added 5 drops to these cookies and then mixed it up. And you can smell the peppermint. Can you smell it? You smell it? You smell it? You don't smell it. But these came out great. I can't wait to try one. I kind of want to keep them separate because we don't want to put them over here and then they get mixed in and they're like, which one is peppermint? So we're going to keep them separate. But they came out great. Wow, you have peppermint cookies. They look delicious, Ruta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, so these ones over here are regular. They're just chocolate, red velvet. But I wanted to mix up the flavor over here. So we added peppermint essential oil. Don't go to the store and get you peppermint essential oil because not all oil is created equal, but this one is plant-based. So there's no additives, chemicals, fillers, or anything that will harm you. It's all peppermint. And we just added 5 drops to the dough, mixed it up, and voila, magic. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Join the family. We love new family members here. And we'll do some more things for the holidays before Christmas and even after Christmas. But yeah, I can't wait till these cool down so I can try it and y'all can see it and I can let y'all go to bed. You're going to be dreaming about these peppermint cookies or crinkle cookies. And look, we don't have to spray it. These are going to be the business. I could take some of these to the Christmas party to work. We got a Christmas party tomorrow. I should have told them I can make the cookies if you pay me. It'll be for I can bring 50 cookies, 2 different types of cookies for $100. No, I'm just playing. That means it would be $2 a cookie, which isn't bad, but these are small, so I'd probably just charge $1. Unless they want bigger cookies, then I can. All right, I think it's time to try. I feel like it's still warm. I don't want to burn my mouth. Let's pucker up. All right. So we're just gonna jump in there. We got a cookie. You want one? Here you go. Try it. It's for you. It's hot. It's a little warm. It's straight out of the oven from scratch. All right, here we go. Oh man. The peppermint is like just right. I think if I would have had the 3 drops of peppermint, it would have been very faint. But the 5 drops that I dripped is like just right. It's almost like a peppermint patty. Mm-hmm. I didn't even show y'all because it was so good, but there's the little chocolate chips in there. So good. I still need to eat dinner, Ruda. Oh no. Eat your dinner and then come back for some cookies. But who says you can't have a cookie first before dinner? It's gonna cleanse your palate with the peppermint. This was really good. I hope you enjoyed this live. Thank you for joining me tonight. Shout out to JK, I believe it was, for sending the jewel. Shout out to everyone who has made it into the live tonight. Shout out to everyone who's going to be catching the replay. By the way, I subscribe to your channel. Patricia, just know, watch the content. That way your subscription will stick. You have to go and watch like a video, leave a comment and thumbs it up. That way your subscription will stick. And I have short videos that you can watch. Even if you don't have time to watch it right now, just save it for your watch later list. And that goes for anyone. If you're not familiar, you can save videos to your watch later list. That way when you do have time, you can come back to that video, subscribe to the channel or whatever, and thumbs it up, give it a like, leave a comment. Those are important when you're a YouTuber. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. As I always like to say, pay for your health now or pay for your sickness later. Till next time, bye for now, and I'll see you on my next one, which is Vlogmas 19. That's tomorrow, Friday. Bye, y'all. Love ya. Have a good night.